In the previous videos, I have discussed about the different type of sources, dependent source, independent sources. Now, two more type of elements are there, that is called active element and passive element. Active element and another one is passive element. Passive element. Active element means which gives energy, like voltage source, current source. These are the active element. Passive element like resistance, inductance, capacitance. You notice it here, resistance is passive element which dissipate energy. Dissipates energy means takes energy and dissipates in the form of heat. Inductor and capacitor both takes energy and releases energy as when required. Means this is not energy producing element, this is taking energy. Inductor, capacitor also taking energy, and whenever needed it releases that energy. So taking and releasing energy, this is taking energy, resistance, and dissipating energy, so this is called passive element. And active element, current source or voltage source like battery, generator, these are giving the energy, so these are called active element. Now one more thing is also unilateral and bilateral. Unilateral element means in this element current can go only in one direction. You can send current in this direction going like this. You can never take in back direction. This is the example of unidirectional element. Example is diode. Diode work only in case of the forward bias, which we have also studied in 12th class. It never work in this direction. Current always flows from this side to this side. So this is called unidirectional. And bidirectional element is also there. Bidirectional element. Bi means two. Bidirectional element. In this case, current can flow from this side and or current also flow in opposite direction, this side also. Like in case of resistance, if you connect voltage source like this, current will flow like this, and if you change the direction of voltage polarity like this, if you change like this polarity, then the current direction becomes like this. So resistance, inductance and capacitance, all three are bidirectional elements. Means ki current can flow in either direction, or from left to right or from right to left. You can flow the current in both the direction. These are the some element which I have discussed here. Now I am going to discuss very fundamental law, two law, that is called Kirchhoff current law. Kirchhoff's current law. This is called KCL, Kirchhoff current law. This law also you have studied in class 12, but here we will study in different manner. But law is same, whatever you have studied in your class 12. This says that the algebraic sum of all current at a node or at a junction is 0. The algebraic sum of all currents at a node is 0. At a node is 0. Means sum of all the currents at a node is 0. Now I am defining what is node. You see, I take another color. See, suppose this is point A. This is one like this. I am taking this. Suppose here current I1 is inside. Suppose this is I5 is outside. This is I2 outside. This is I3 outside. This is I4 inside. So how many currents are there? There are 5 currents. I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. The direction of current is such that this point A, this is called a node. This point A is called node. The basic definition of node is that where 3 or more connections to elements or sources are made. Here 3 or more connections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 or more connections are there. So this point is called node. So at this node, if incoming current, here sign convention is very important. You keep in mind. Incoming current is taken as positive. Then outgoing current will be negative. Once you assign incoming current is positive, then you must have to assign outgoing current negative. Otherwise, if you take incoming current negative, then outgoing current will be positive. Vice versa is also true. Means if you take incoming current negative, outgoing current will be positive. So how? Here you see, I will take one convention that outgoing current, I will take convention that outgoing current is positive. I will assign everywhere outgoing current, I am taking outgoing current as positive. So incoming current will be negative. So how many currents are outgoing? I3, I2 and I5. These are outgoing current. So I2 plus I3 plus I5. I have taken outgoing current positive. And so incoming current is I4. So it will be negative. And I1, it will be also negative, equal to 0. This is the Kirchhoff current law. So in other words, you have studied in your class 12 that this is I2 plus I3 plus I5 equal to I1 plus I4. So this is sum of incoming current and this is sum of outgoing current. Means sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing current. This law, Kirchhoff current law, KCL, also gives the idea of conservation of charge. यानी by the application of KCL conservation of charge is obtained. Now second law of Kirchhoff is Kirchhoff voltage law. This is called KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. This law states that algebraic sum of voltage, algebraic sum of voltage, algebraic sum of voltage, sum of voltage drop taken in a specified direction, in a specified direction, a specified direction around a closed path, around a closed path, path is zero, is zero. This is very interesting law, which is around a closed path. This point must be kept in mind, around a closed path. When I will discuss in next video, some numerical I will discuss based on this. So a closed path, the algebraic sum of all the voltage taken in a specific direction is zero. This law gives the conservation of energy. KVL gives conservation of energy and KCL gives conservation of charge. Conservation of this law gives us conservation of energy and KCL gives conservation of charges. So how you will find in a specific direction? You remember, suppose I am drawing one circuit, very simple circuit I am drawing. One resistance is there, then a voltage source is there, another voltage source is also there, and suppose this is E2, voltage source E2, and this is E1, and here suppose resistance is R. So how current will flow in this element? So you are free to assign any way direction, either this side or this side. So let us see, I am assigning this source current is coming in this direction. Let I write it I, current I. So in the case of resistance, the place where current enters, you keep this, the place current is going in this direction, so positive will be here and negative will be here. This is fixed rule. If current is entering in a resistance, positive will be here, negative will be here. So if you go from here to here, so you have to write voltage drop, and voltage is nothing but current multiplied by the resistance. So sign convention is here very important. Voltage drop. Voltage drop means going positive to negative. This is called voltage drop, and I will take it as positive. Then voltage rise. Voltage rise. What does voltage rise means? Going from negative to positive. This is called voltage rise, and I will take it voltage rise as negative. So in this case, you see, if you go by this, start from here, come here, again here, then here, and then again reach here. So this is called a closed path, means A, B, C, D. This is called closed path. So from here to here, voltage is drop. So voltage drop is taken as positive. So we have to write I multiplied by R, positive. Then here negative to positive, voltage rise, I have to write negative. Then again I am going from here negative to positive. So again I have write voltage rise as negative. So and sum of all these will be equal to 0. Means voltage drop positive to negative is taken as plus, voltage rise is from negative to positive taken as negative,